Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, Hair Grow naturally reduces inflammation in the scalp and is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. First up, let me make sure you're aware that we are under a heat advisory that is in effect until 8 p.m. this evening, and that heat advisory will kick in again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and continue through 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Now for that forecast, sunny and hot with a high near 95. Our heat index value will be as high as 106 degrees. We'll have southwesterly winds around 9 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly clear tonight, with low around 72 with southerly winds around 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow we could have some isolated showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. That chance of precipitation is 20%. We'll be partly sunny tomorrow and hot with a high near 93, and our heat index value will be as high as 103 degrees. Winds will be southwesterly around 7 miles per hour. Tuesday night we could have some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Then showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm after midnight. Chance of precipitation is 70%, and new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch are possible Tuesday night. We'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 68, and we'll have light and variable winds. Wednesday, showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm. Chance of precipitation on Wednesday is 60%, and new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch are possible. Skies will be mostly cloudy with a high near 80 degrees with light and variable winds that become northerly around 6 miles per hour during Wednesday morning. Then Wednesday night, we could have some scattered showers and thunderstorms up until around 1 a.m. Chance of precipitation Wednesday night is 30% with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 61 degrees. Thursday should be sunny with a high near 79. Then Thursday night, skies will be mostly clear with low around 56. Friday should be sunny with a high near 78 degrees. Then Friday night, we expect mostly clear skies, low around 56. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 81. Then Saturday night, it will be partly cloudy with low around 59. And Sunday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 81 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Every day, rural communities are targeted by anti-agriculture groups. The attacks are usually subtle. Many times, unbeknownst to you, a person living and working in your community may be an adversary to modern agriculture. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Over the past few years, many of you have shared with me copies of church newsletters containing articles bashing animal agriculture. A couple of those stand out in my memory. One was an editorial quoting an activist group that abuses and politicizes science. This group promotes a vegetarian lifestyle, yet supports and lobbies for abortion rights. I'm pretty sure the person submitting the editorial did not research the piece or do any fact-checking before turning it in to be printed and mailed to the church membership. Another article was rife with misinformation from a European group known for promoting a meat-free society. The article suggested that a predominantly vegetarian diet uses less water than a diet including meat, and as our population grows, so does the demand for water. The church member submitting the piece suggested that as Christians, fellow church members should be willing to reduce their consumption of meat and animal products. I know for a fact that almost every member of these churches has roots in agriculture. The communities rely on farming and related industry to maintain schools and roads and support most of the families living in those counties where the churches are located. This could be your church. What would you do if an anti-agriculture propaganda piece was included in your church newsletter? I'm not suggesting you turn against a member because he or she chooses not to eat meat, but distributing anti-agriculture propaganda should not, in my opinion, be the role of a church anywhere, and especially not in a farming community. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
The Missouri State Fair is just around the corner.
Oh, I can't wait. Hey, can we buy tickets in advance?
You betcha. Save $3 when you purchase at etix.com, Missouri State Fair box office, break time convenience stores, Baumgars, or Family Center Farm and Home. Plus, save $15 on unlimited Carnival Ride wristbands or the Epic wristband and admission ticket combo.
I'm on my way to purchase tickets right now.
Summer's best story is happening August 8th to 18th at the Missouri State Fair in Sedalia.
ADM Regenerations is the industry's leading program for rewarding ag producers for conservation practices on their farms. ADM makes it easy to enroll and participate. There are no long-term commitments, and we pay generously for practices like cover crops, emission scoring, no-till, and nutrient management practices. ADM appreciates all you do to protect your land and legacy, and we believe you should be rewarded for it. To learn more about your state's incentives, visit admregenerations.com.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
A slow start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade is quiet, typical for a Monday as buyers and sellers prepare for the week's business. Bids and asking prices have yet to surface. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. Last week, deals in the South were up mostly $188 live, $2 to $4 below the previous week's business. Northern dress deals were up mostly $312, about $2 below the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Box beef is mixed at midday with light to moderate demand for fairly light offerings. Choice down 65 cents at $321.41. Select was $1.10 higher at $303.32. In South Dakota last week, feeder steers and heifers sold with higher undertones. The USDA says demand was very good for feeder cattle despite the weakness in the futures complex. Receipts were up significantly on the week and up on the year. Medium and large one feeder steers, 854 to 899 pounds, brought $243 to $272. Feeder steers, 902 to 949 pounds, brought $241.75 to $259.50. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 711 to 742 pounds, brought $249 to $273. And feeder heifers, 900 to 947 pounds, brought $220 to $241. Cash hogs are lower at midday with decent negotiated purchases. Processors typically don't start the week very aggressive in their procurement efforts, so business right now isn't a surprise. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been relatively strong, which does help provide price support. But the combination of ample supplies of market-ready hogs and heavy hog weights means there is plenty of pork available, and that doesn't help the price picture. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Director down $1.14 with a weighted average of $82.59. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are $6 higher at $66. And pork values were weak at midday, down 19 cents at $98.65. Hams were sharply lower, butts were also lower. Picnics, bellies, loins, and ribs were higher to sharply higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Brownfield has a rich history of providing livestock market information farmers and ranchers want and need. Brownfield's weekly livestock market update features livestock market analysis and discussion on relevant topics pertaining to cattle, hogs, and poultry. Viewers can tune in every Friday to watch the weekly update or sign up for Brownfield's weekly livestock market update e-newsletter delivered on Saturday mornings. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
ADM Regenerations is the industry's leading program for rewarding ag producers for conservation practices on their farms. ADM makes it easy to enroll and participate. There are no long-term commitments, and we pay generously for practices like cover crops, emission scoring, no-till, and nutrient management practices. ADM appreciates all you do to protect your land and legacy, and we believe you should be rewarded for it. To learn more about your state's incentives, visit admregenerations.com.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements and being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Joe Lee Hubbs of Salem passed away Friday, July 12th, at the age of 78 years. Funeral services for Joe Hubbs will be tomorrow at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel at 12 noon. Visitation for family and friends of Joe Hubbs will also be tomorrow from 10 tomorrow morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Dry Fork Baptist Church or the Dry Fork Cemetery. And all arrangements for Joe Lee Hubbs of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Lavana Joe Merritt, age 90 of Salem, passed away Sunday, July 14th. Memorial services for Lavana Merritt will be Friday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends will also be Friday from 11 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery at a later date. And all arrangements for Lavana Joe Merritt of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Barbara Diane Sensentaffer, age 85 of Salem, passed away Sunday, July 7th in Nixa, Missouri. Funeral services for Diane Sensentaffer will be Saturday, July 20th at 1 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Diane Sensentaffer will also be Saturday, starting at 11 in the morning and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Barbara Diane Sensentaffer of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Denton County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Denton County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Who can Missouri Republicans trust to crack down on illegal immigration and communist China? Not Jay Ashcroft. Jay Ashcroft championed a bill that allowed China to buy Missouri farmland and other property near our military bases. Ashcroft took thousands of dollars of travel from liberal groups, including one that pushed amnesty for illegal immigrants. It gets worse. Jay Ashcroft turned his back on America's veterans and opposed providing vets with any benefits at all, including discounts on hunting licenses and prescription drugs. Jay Ashcroft allowed China to buy our farmland. He vacationed with amnesty-loving liberals, and Ashcroft stiffed America's veterans. There's a better choice. As Missouri's governor, Mike Kehoe will stand with President Trump to crack down on China, secure our border, and honor our veterans. Mike Kehoe is the conservative we can trust.
Cops for Kehoe is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Cops for Kehoe, and is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Denton County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Denton County Sunday afternoon at 12:44 on Highway K at Highway Z. According to the Highway Patrol report, a northbound 2012 Nissan Versa, driven by 75-year-old Joan Sutton of Salem, pulled into the path of an eastbound 2014 Ram 1500, driven by 40-year-old Thomas Barnard of Rolla. Sutton suffered serious injuries and was flown by Phelps Air to Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis. The report stated that Sutton was wearing a safety restraint while Barnard was not. Both vehicles were totaled and removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. The Denton County Commissioners met this morning at the courthouse. Grant Wilson from Congressman Jason Smith's Rolla office was in to touch base with the commissioners. Wilson reported that as a result of the assassination attempt Saturday of former President Donald Trump, the House Oversight Committee has scheduled a meeting with the Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle for Monday, July 22nd. He also noted that Congress is off this week, necessitating the week-long wait for the meeting. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said grading will be done on Denton County roads 2400, 4235, 4237, 4240, and 5600. He also reported that a man was going to Springfield for oil for chip and seal, and he had 2 of his crew out. Mowbray also noted that he and Denton County Collector Shannon Van Kirk would be attending a City Hall meeting tonight at Bunker. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported that grading will be done on Denton County roads 2010, 2020, 2025, 4310, and 4340. He said rock would be added and grading done on County Road 3355. Polk also reported that part of his crew has taken the backhoe to the Sligo area to clean out culverts and bridges on County Roads 4010, 4032, and 4480. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported that he was gone on vacation last week and will be meeting tonight with the Tourism Tax Committee. Larson also mentioned that the county had received information from the Missouri Department of Agriculture about the opportunity to enroll in the department's remonumentation program for 2024. For 2025. They're already enrolled for 2024, and Denton County is already participating in the program this year and has $8,300 budgeted for the program. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley said that bills and payroll were being approved by the commissioners for payment. She also noted that absentee voting continues through August 5th, and July 24th is the last day to mail out a ballot. If you have any questions about voting, registration, dates, etc., contact her office at 573-729-4144. The next meeting of the Denton County Commissioners will be Thursday morning at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. Missouri deer, turkey, waterfowl, and dove hunters can get the most current information on upcoming fall hunting from Missouri Department of Conservation's new 2024 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information Booklet and the Migratory Bird and Waterfowl Hunting Digest for 2024-2025. The 2024 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information Booklet has detailed information on fall deer and turkey hunting seasons, limits, permits, managed hunts, regulations, conservation areas to hunt, post-harvest instructions, chronic wasting disease updates, and more. The booklet is available where permits are sold and online at mdc.mo.gov. The Migratory Bird and Waterfowl Hunting Digest for 2024-2025 has detailed information on waterfowl hunting along with hunting doves and other migratory game birds such as rail, snipe, and woodcock. It also has information on needed permits and duck stamp requirements, hunting seasons and limits, hunting areas, regulations, and more. The digest is available where permits are sold and online and at mdc.mo.gov. Buy Missouri hunting and fishing permits from numerous vendors around the state, online at mdc.mo.gov/permits or through MDC's free mobile app, Mo Hunting, available for download through Google Play or the App Store. The Salem R80 School Board of Education will be holding their regular July meeting Thursday at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After approval of the agenda and the consent agenda, the board will hear communications. The board will then hear the superintendent's report from Dr. Nathan Wills, followed by the administration reports from William Lynch, upper elementary, middle school, high school, athletics and activities, special education, technology, and maintenance. In new business, the board will approve roof bids from the insurance claims, authorize Dr. Wills to solicit bids for propane, gas, and pest control. The board will hear the first reading of board policy updates, approve 2024-2025 meal prices, approve a bid for fiber to the 10 gym, plus set tax rate hearing and regular August meeting date. The board will hear resignations before moving into executive session to discuss student issues, personnel, and real estate, then returning to open session for adjournment. Calling all Missouri veterans with a passion for hunting, Missouri State Parks is excited to team up with the Missouri Veterans Commission to offer 35 lucky veterans the opportunity for a weekend deer hunt at Mark Twain State Park for the Hero Hunt or Crowder State Park for the General Crowder Hunt. These special hunts are being offered November 8th through 10th of this year. Apply now for one of these all-inclusive hunting trips. Lodging and meals are provided along with a hunting guide, and if guests harvest deer, there will be limited processing as well. Applications must be picked up and returned to a local Veteran Service office by September 6th. Veterans in Dent, Crawford, Marys, and Phelps counties can pick up applications from Cassandra Stevens, Veteran Service Officer, Missouri Veterans Home, 620 North Jefferson, St. James, or Laura Turner, Veteran Service Officer, 1101 Kings Highway in Rolla. Mark Twain State Park is located at 37352 Shrine Road in Florida, Missouri. Crowder State Park is located at 76 Northwest Highway 128, Trenton, Missouri. For more information, contact Mark Twain Hero Hunt at 573-248-9985 or General Crowder Hunt at 660-359-6473. For more information on state parks and historic sites, visit mostateparks.com. Missouri State Parks is a division of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Dent County and Missouri 911 will launch a countywide GIS remediation project to update the 911 mapping and improve 911 services throughout the county and the state of Missouri. The project is funded by grants using federal ARPA funds. This project aims to improve the accuracy of the county map and addressing data used by emergency responders. The Missouri 911 Service Board requires this work so that our local mapping data can be used to route 911 calls more accurately. Mapping engineers from Dent County's 911 mapping contractor, SDR Inc., will drive throughout the cities, towns, and some recreational areas during daylight hours to verify locations. The 911 field vehicle will be clearly marked with white signs and 911 mapping in red letters. The 911 field vehicle will stop in front of structures to observe, verify, and document the posted address, but will not knock on doors or conduct interviews with residents. If no address is posted or legible, the technician will mark the record for further investigation. They may leave the vehicle to verify the layout of apartment units and buildings, but will not trespass on private property. The field work for this project is expected to be completed by the end of this month. For questions regarding this project, please contact Sherry Lee or Lacey Hampton with the Dent County Rural Addressing located in the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 573-729-8163, or Julie Kellerman, the project manager for SDR Inc. at 1-800-293-1911, extension 706. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
On Friday, July 26th, the Cardinals welcome the Nationals to town. That night, thanks to Coca-Cola and Deerberg's, 25,000 fans 16 and older will be surprised at the gate with a 2004 mystery bobblehead. This collector's item celebrates the 20th anniversary of the Cardinals' 2004 National League Championship. But which one will you get? Find out on Friday, July 26th. For tickets or more info, visit cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Jim Edmonds, St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
Here's an energy tip being brought to you by Enter County Electric. Turn off the air conditioning, the TV, and all those electricity hogs and enjoy some time in the great outdoors. If your kids spend their summer vacations playing video games, they're sucking up a lot of energy without expending any of their own. Sign them up for sports leagues, summer camps, and other activities outside the home. This energy tip is a courtesy of Enter County Electric, and they're a proud supporter of the 4-H and FFA livestock auction.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO for after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Over the years, it has meant the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, The Wizard, Big Mac, Yachty, Waino, and Pujols. All those names, and they provided so many memories. St. Louis Cardinals baseball, most importantly, has meant championship baseball. We'll be describing every play right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Cardinals played the Cubs on Friday, had a doubleheader Saturday, and finished the 4-game series yesterday. The result was a 4-1 series victory for the Cardinals. As of today, the Cardinals are just 5 games behind the Brewers for the National League Central with a record of 50-46. Their next game will be against the Atlanta Braves this Friday at 6:20 in the evening. You can tune in to KSMO Radio 1340 AM and 95.7 FM to listen to that game. The Royals played the Red Sox over the weekend, and after winning the first game on Friday 6-1, they were shut out on Saturday 5-0. Yesterday afternoon was a close loss with the final score of 4-5. After the All-Star break, the 52-45 Royals will start a 3-game series against the White Sox on Friday in Kansas City. The Major League Baseball All-Star Week is currently in full swing with the Gatorade All-Star Workout Day today, followed up with the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. On Tuesday, there will be the All-Star Red Carpet Show, followed by the MLB All-Star Game. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Cardinals head into the All-Star break on a sour note following an 8-3 loss to the Cubs in a 4-game series split. They gave up 6 home runs. Miles Michaelis charged with his 8th loss. He gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. Manager Ollie Marmol.
Early, you saw some soft contact get through for a couple runs, and then they had some hard contact that left the yard, a ton of strikes, and then even pitches out of the zone that guys took good swings on. It hit them a long ways. We couldn't keep them in the park today, and they won.
The Cardinals are 50-46. They'll play Atlanta Friday. The Royals lost their second straight going into the break, 5-4 at Boston. Salvi Perez had a home run. Brady Singer with a short outing. He gave up 4 runs in less than 3 innings. Manager Matt Quattrero.
I thought he just had trouble once he got ahead of him, putting him away. I don't know exactly where those breaking balls were, but the couple hits early in the game, the breaking balls, he was ahead of guys and just couldn't execute or didn't execute.
The Royals are third in the American League Central at 52-45. The Home Run Derby is tonight. KC's Bobby Witt Jr., the hometown favorite, grew up in Arlington, will compete and represent Kansas City. Pete Alonso looking to tie Ken Griffey Jr. with his 3rd Home Run Derby title. First round of the MLB draft was last night.
With the 6th pick of the 2024 MLB draft, the Kansas City Royals select Jack Caglione, a 2-way player from the University of Florida.
Caglione hit .419 with 35 home runs as a junior with the Gators last season. Not only that, but he can pitch. He hits the high 90s, and he's got a great changeup. I would call him the college version of Shohei Ohtani. And then the Cardinals went 7th.
With the 7th pick of the 2024 MLB draft, the St. Louis Cardinals select J.J. Weatherholt, a shortstop from West Virginia University.
This kid can hit. Some thought he'd be the overall number 1 pick. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Country music legend Tracy Lawrence live at the Missouri State Fair on August 13th.
If you could paint me a Birmingham.
With the voice, viral sensation, Missouri's own Ruby Lee. Tracy Lawrence with Ruby Lee, August 13 at the State Fair Grandstand, presented by CFM Insurance. Make concerts part of your summer's best story and get your tickets today at mostatefair.com or etix.com. The Missouri State Fair, August 8 to 18 in Sedalia.
Being there. Every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Trust wants you to know they'll work directly with anyone. You don't need a contractor to use their services. Salem Trust can then use their modern engineering software to design and construct the quality trusses specific for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of their work does. Plus, Salem Trust is locally owned and operated. Open Monday through Friday. Call Salem Trust at 729-9276 for more information.
Town & Country Bank brings you this message. Shopping online at your favorite shop at a public Wi-Fi hotspot may seem the perfect way to multitask. However, it's a risky proposition that could jeopardize your online security. Public Wi-Fi is a prime target for cyber criminals looking to steal your personal information. So it's strongly recommended that you avoid making any purchases via public Wi-Fi. Instead, always opt for a VPN or use your phone as a hotspot to keep your online shopping experience secure and stress-free. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO for after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
I'm starting my own breakfast club in McDonald's. Me and my morning crew can discuss the most important topics of the day, like what to get with buy one, get one for $1. There's a sausage McMuffin with savory hot sausage and melty American cheese, the sausage McGriddles with soft, warm griddle cakes tasting of sweet maple, a sausage biscuit with sizzling hot sausage, and hash browns that are perfectly crispy. If you love buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's, join the club. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Missouri Net News. I'm Elisa Nelson. Today is a scorcher outside. Heat indices between 109 and 112 degrees are possible across Missouri. Missouri has hundreds of cooling centers to help residents cool off during the hot temps. They include many local libraries, senior centers, Salvation Army locations, and local health departments. Governor Mike Parson has signed into law a bill that gives the Missouri State Auditor more authority and transparency. Holt Summit Republican Travis Fitzwater handled the bill in the Senate.
One protects whistleblowers, and it also gives the auditor authority over investigation to investigate more fraud, waste, and abuse in our state government and municipalities and any entity, political entity in the state of Missouri, and that just made a lot of sense.
The bill defines improper governmental activity as misconduct, fraud, mismanagement, and waste of resources or a violation of state or federal law. This is Missouri Net.